Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a traditional English ale here. And this is another one courtesy of Phil in Norfolk, who sent us over a very awesome package of English craft and traditional beers. So, yeah, shout out to him again. So, yeah, London Pride by Fuller's. It's a beer I've always wanted to revisit. I had it back in the day, but just can't really remember. It was probably in the time where I was a bit of a beginner when it come to beers. Like I'd only just started getting into craft, and I was trying heaps of different like international sort of macros and all that sort of stuff. And a beer like this, I probably wouldn't have appreciated like I would now. So yeah, great revisit. I like how it's got Premiership Rugby all over it. It's pretty cool. Must be like a major sponsor. Yeah. So 4.7%, an amber ale or a bitter, I think is what they're generally called. Yeah, it's a big bottle. It is 500 ml, and I've got my little dimple glass here, same as last night. I had Theakston's Old Peculiar. So yeah, it's cool having some of these old school English ales. So yeah, I'm doing this and then a craft beer after it. So I've just knocked off work. I'm on afternoon shift. It's quite cold here. It's currently 3 degrees Celsius. So yeah, let's get into it. Cheers to Joey and Craig. Good to see you, boys. If only I was drinking it on cask. But yeah, I reckon if I went to London, it'd be cool to go to the brewery. Just being a trad brewery, and yeah, they've got a bit of a name for themselves. Yeah, I had it before, dude, but years ago, so I can't really remember. Like it would have been when I was sort of just dabbling in a lot of different beers. So yeah, Paws probably a little lighter than I thought it would, but there we go. It's relatively clean and clear. I would say color wise, probably like a dark straw, maybe a light copper. It's certainly not reddish like amber. Like they've said amber ale on the thing, but to me this that doesn't have a tinge of red at all. It's more of a golden than an amber. One finger head. Carbonation's probably medium, still going off a fair bit. And yeah, that's about it. Let's go with. Cheers, Henry. Good to see you, bro. I'm sure you've had this beer before. Yeah, that's another beer I need to get is Camden Hells. I feel like that's sort of a popular UK beer. Come, mate. So on the nose, I'm getting like bread and malt, like as in caramel. It's probably like it's almost like a multi-grain bread. Like it doesn't come across sort of brown like the beer I had yesterday. It's more of like a mixture of white bread and grainy. Cheers, Evie. Good to see you. But yeah, slight toffee note, not like real profound. It doesn't really have any sort of like fruity character. I feel like on the nose it's pretty subdued. There's not much going on. I sure did, Evie. I had a small dinner at work and then I had a bigger dinner when I got home. I was going to bust into some Twiggy sticks when I got home. I was still hungry. It's been all right work this week. We're not doing all this overtime, so it's good to get home at a normal hour. Cheers, Matt. Long time no see, brother. Yeah, honestly, not much going on the nose for this one. Just a slight touch of toffee, sort of mixed bread, and yeah, maybe slightly earthy. I don't really get much hop character at all. Anyway, let's go in. Cheers. Ooh. So I get a little bit of dried fruit on that first sip. I'd say like raisin. It's got like a bit like the beer I had yesterday. It's got like a slight nuttiness to it. Toffee's there, but it's just not as strong as it is in a lot of other ales of this type. It's got a very sort of gentle mouthfeel. I tell you what, I'm actually getting a slight chocolate note. Very, very faint chocolate, like almost, yeah, when you say Easter time, when you get the real good like Cadbury eggs and all the awesome chocolate, and then you have the chocolate that's left over. That's sort of what it's like, like the not as good quality chocolate. Sort of got that sort of slight bitterness to it. Yeah. Cheers, dude. Cheers, Henry. Oh, yes. Aren't they just? And there's a lot of breweries that try and make stouts to imitate them. I'm pretty sure Vault City did one, didn't they? Bloody dog. Yep. So yeah, on taste, definitely better than on the nose. As I said, yeah, you're getting sort of like a slight fruity character. It's almost like yeah, like a dried fruit, but even like your stewed fruits. I don't know if anyone sort of knows what that is, but like it, sort of a combination of fruits that they're sort of like mashed together and they're moist. It's hard to describe. Moist. The word moist just set me off. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, just this slight chocolatey note. I wonder if that's a common feature, like that people say, oh yeah, they get a little touch of chocolate in London Pride. Toffee, yeah, bread, yeah, nuttiness, yeah, dried fruit, yes, chocolate, maybe. I don't know if it says anything on the back. I think it just talks about rugby. Premiership Rugby, support with pride. It takes skill, dedication, and time to brew an ale this outstanding. It takes the same to play Premiership Rugby. Play with pride, support with pride. Yes, I like the big bottle. Cheers, Paul. Bit of London pride. I'm sure you've had this many a time. The burp deserved more. I'm ashamed of you, Henry. What's your thoughts on London Pride, Craig? What do you get out of it? You're an English man that's well advanced in many beer styles. I want to know what you think. Am I going crazy by getting a little chocolate note in it? And I think the more I'm drinking it, it's probably leaning towards a darker bread, like a brown bread. But it's still got that slightly grainy edge. How about I say wholemeal bread? Wholemeal bread, toffee, earth, nut, raisin, and a slight touch of chocolate. It's a tough life just sitting on your recliner, talking shit and drinking beers, eh? I have had a pretty busy day, to be honest. The whole time this morning, I was doing chores. I jumped in the chat for Miscellaneous's stream and just said, I'm sick of being an adult. All you do is work. You work, you pay money to the government for going to work and busting your ass. And then you come home from work and you're just working at home, just constantly doing chores. Yes. What's your thoughts, mate, on London Pride? Is it silly that I'm getting a slight chocolate note? Someone tell me it's okay. I get slight nuttiness. Oh, okay. You're not the man to ask, eh? You like it as much as you like grapefruit. Yeah, I like the bottle. It's cool. Sort of like narrow, tall and that's tall and slim. Something that I am not, tall and slim. Welcome to Tall and Slim Beer Reviews featuring Samantha. Yeah, it's not bad just drinking a beer or two a day. I don't see the harm in it, especially if you work hard. Just something to take the edge off. It's yeah, if it becomes a thing where you're smashing like 4 or 5 beers or more and getting smashed and waking up hungover and I guarantee though the government doesn't want us to drink it all. They want to take it away from us big time. You can see any time there's stories now where alcohol's a negative thing, they make it into this big political thing like they want kids to stop drinking. Yeah, exactly. I'm the same, bro. I know I don't want to live in the town I live in anymore because it's a fucking shithole. I want to live somewhere that's vibrant and I actually get some excitement when I wake up and go outside. Somewhere where you can just grab the dogs, go for a stroll, and within 15 minutes, you've got like cafes and breweries and pubs. And I've just never had that lifestyle and I want it so bad. Even if it was pubs, I don't even care if it's not breweries. If it's just an old school pub where I can just call my local and just go there and mingle with people, I'd be so fucking happy. Yeah, for sure. So next up after this, boys and girls, we've got the hype train. We got the big boy, one of the biggest releases of the year in the UK. Yeah, boy. Looking forward to it. Let's hope it's better than last night's beer. Last night's beer was actually a little disappointing, but I don't know. I'm confident with this one just from what other people have said. Other people have said similar thoughts to what I got with that one last night. And then the same people have said good things about this one. So yeah, you'll have to get something from them, dude. Even just get one of their pale ales. They're fucking awesome. I think light bulb a pale ale or an IPA? Oh, does it have licorice flavour? Fuck yeah. I'm all about that. I love beers when they have licorice notes. Like when you get a big RIS and it's got huge. I don't even want to say the R word anymore because so many times I say it and it affects my stream. It's stupid. Yeah, I love when you get like licorice or molasses or that sort of like it's awesome. I had a ramjet by Boat Rocker recently that was called Nordjet, and it was Norwegian salted licorice in a barrel aged impy stout. Yeah, I might have to do a Dan Murphy's raid, perhaps. I'll I'll do the Don and having dinner in the same stream. Can get a bit of a hangover though. Yeah. So yeah, the other ones I've got, dude, I've got Black Sheep's Milk Stout, and one of my UK mates has that in his fridge, so that might even be a dual review. Um, what's the other one I've got? Actually, I think that's it with the oh no, there's some Abbott's Ale or whatever it's called by Green King, and then yeah, a heap of Verdant beers. Cheers, bro. Good having you on the other day. Always a joy. It's funny as fuck. We always have a fucking good laugh. It's just awesome because we're always talking music as well as beers. Like, yeah, and even sport. Like, we're always talking football and yeah. I feel like if me and you hung out in real life, bro, it'd be a fucking good time. Yeah, I thought it was. White bulb. Fuck yeah. That's like what's on the back of this glass. Oh, yes. I'm keen as for the Don, I tell you. I just don't want it to disappoint me. Like, I'd feel real bad as well because that beer I had last night, you could just tell it wasn't right. I mean, it was right as in it wasn't off or anything, but I just feel like it didn't work out how the brewery wanted it to. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, bro. Cheers. Let's get more of this down us and hit the old like button, peeps. As it's warmed and got a bit of air to it, I'm actually getting a more sort of bready quality and more earth. Like it's almost like the old school hops are starting to come out a bit. Like you're sort of getting that slight grassy and yeah, like soil sort of character. something, something to really be proud of. A beer that tastes like dirt. Yeah. Honestly, I think I prefer last night's beer than this. Old Peculiar. Is that a fair assumption to enjoy Old Peculiar more than London Pride? Someone please tell me that I'm okay. I'm not going crazy. I don't know, just from what I had last night, I just feel like I enjoyed that more than I do this. This is a bit subtle, bit I don't know, it just doesn't have flavours that rock my socks. I can sort of see why people think this beer's like a little overrated. Well, it's not really rated massively, but it's sort of the talk of town, but a lot of people don't really drink it. Definitely happy to revisit it though. Yeah, cool. Let me know how it goes. You've had a few Hope beers lately. I might have to revisit them. Yeah, as I said, the last Hope beers I had were the three massive plain ones. One's a black IPA, one's a red IPA, and one's like a fucking quintuplet IPA or some shit. Yeah, cool, dude. Hopefully the rest of the tour is fucking rad. We'll have to try and plan like a review together. Like just try and get some beers the same, and I feel like it'd be a good, like me and you doing reviews together would be a cool thing. Yeah, no worries, Henry. Just appreciate you here whenever you're here, dude. Yeah, for sure. Um, I think I'm on Arvos again next week too, so I'll probably be doing reviews about the same time. Uh yeah, well, out of the traditional stuff that I've got left, I've got the Black Sheep Milk Stout and the Abbott's Ale, and then the rest of the stuff is Verdant stuff. And then I've still got Cloudwater's Chubble's X and that Agadoo beer from Paul and Michelle. I'll have to do another chug for a Monomath or Pantera or both of them, dude. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's the first thing I thought, dude. As soon as I drank this, I thought, oh, it's no way near as malty. It's like a little, I don't know, it's sort of only half the oomph that I got from Theakston. Ah, cool. That makes me feel okay then, because I thought, oh, I feel like London Pride gets a heap of sort of, I don't know, notoriety or something like it's a great beer, but yeah, I definitely preferred last night's way more, I reckon. I can still proudly say I'm the first man to be on a live with you. Like your own live. That was funny that day. And then the next day you couldn't even hardly remember anything. I remember you were trying to set it up and I was trying to guide you through it. And then you're like, where are you? When are you coming on? I'm like, I'm at the supermarket. I'm getting food and some more beers. I'll be there in a minute. And then you'd message me again and go, where are you? And then, yeah, I joined and we were going for fucking hours. Yeah. Ah, cool. Yeah, we should do like the Abbott's one together or something. It'd be cool to do. I love just doing reviews with people, and like I don't know, the more people you do them with, the better. Like it's cool because people get to see other characters you're hanging with on the show, and yeah, it's just a cool thing. It's like when I do panels recently, like a lot of people in the chat are like, "Oh, geez, that person was cool." Oh, geez, they're fucking annoying. Cheers, brother. Good luck with it all. So yeah, Anderson, who's Ginger Yeti Road Beers, he's based in Ohio, Cleveland, and he does a lot of roadie work with metal bands. He's currently working with the Monomath, who are Scandinavian, but sort of like touring America at the moment, and they're supporting Pantera. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome tour that he's a part of. And he loves his job. That's where it's like that's where it'd be unreal when you really enjoy your job. Like you're excited to go to work. I want that shit. Oh, sounds good, dude. I've got to do a huge mountain culture order this week. So I'm a couple of releases behind. And I see they've done another stout. So there's 5 stouts all up. And I've got 3 in the fridge. And I wanted all the stouts they did this year. I wanted to do as a collective, just do a review of every stout together. So that's it's going to be a big stream. 5 big impy stouts. I'll be mashed. Oh yeah, makes me makes me think of Ian Bishop. Isn't that like the guy from Neighbours? I think he played Harold and Madge. So yeah, London Pride, okay, but not as good as Old Peculiar. Old Peculiar was a multi boy, and I really enjoyed it. I honestly think with London Pride, the longer it went on, the worse it got. Is that a common thing? I feel like the more air and the warmer it got real soily, like real earthy. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think I've got to get the. There was a pack where there was 3 New Englands together. I've got to get that. I've got to get and then the 2 releases where the Impy Stouts were in. So all up, it's going to be yeah, like 7 different beers, I think. And then I'm a couple of releases behind with Banks as well. I don't know. I was just really hoping Carwin Sellers or Otter's Promise just got them all in, but they've only sort of got a handful of each one. It's so annoying when you got to go through the brewery and buy them all in like 4 packs, and it's like I don't want that many beers. Goodbye. So happy to revisit, but certainly one I wouldn't rush out and get again. It's yeah, I'd love to try it like on hand pump. It's probably a completely different beer on cask. But yeah, it's good to revisit. As I said, it just wasn't as malty as Old Peculiar, and yeah, I just think with the advanced palate I have these days, I want malt, real like lots of malt. To me, this is sort of like a slightly malty beer, one that's easy to drink for everyone. It's like the Carling of bitters. But yeah, score I'd probably say I don't know 3.5 out of 5. I feel like 3.5 spare. I gave Old Peculiar 3.75 or 3.8 or something. So cheers, Kim. Welcome in, bro. I'm just about to head off. I'm going to do a big verdant beer next. This bad boy. It's got a bit of hype to it in England at the moment, so yeah, I'm getting on that next. We've just finished the London Pride. Show us your malts. Cheers, Jagman. Good to see you, bro. I'm going to do Verdant the Don, bro. I'm just finished on London Pride, so you boys that have just come in, give us the old thumbs up and then come join us on the next one. Bill, you included, bro. Good to see you. I am doing exquisite. I've had one beer and I feel great. It was nothing special. I must admit I liked, just so you get an idea, this is what I had tonight. Most people know that beer. This is what I had last night. That wins. That is far superior. Just way more character to it, more complex, maltier. I don't know, just a bigger drink for someone that's had a heap of beers and wants more out of them. Oh, really? Far. It's a bit of a change up, a bit of a curveball. Yeah. Yeah, that's same with me. I reckon I had it when I first just started doing. When I first got into craft beer, I was like, it was like Pokemon. It was like I had to catch them all. I was like, it didn't matter what beer it was. If there was a brewery with a beer I hadn't tried, it's like I had to taste it, and I was just going mental, just trying to try like have as many beers as possible. And that's why my Untapped was just so nuts in the early days. Yes. I think I have had it. Pretty sure I had it in the early days. Um, what was their other one that was more common than that? You had a Magic Rock beer that was like common, and then you had a Beavertown one. I remember having them both at a pub in St Kilda. They did. It was like a UK tap takeover back in the early days. Hmm. So yeah, I'm going to finish it there, guys. Yeah, 3.5 out of 5 for London Pride by Fuller's. It says Fuller's Griffin Brewery. I don't know. I think Fuller's is the name of the original family anyway. But based in London. Yeah, got a good name for themselves. Uh, yeah, I've heard there a lot of people say their brewery too is excellent. So that'd be cool. They've got quite a few different beers as well. But yeah, if there's any other sort of beers like this that you think I should try, like leave a comment sort of afterwards. Because yeah, there may be a chance that I could get some of them, maybe at Dan Murphy's or some of the. You'll get some random boutique beer stores in the suburbs, and they'll have like a heap of like random English stuff or German stuff, and it can be quite surprising. So yeah, come over and join us. I'll probably start in about a couple of minutes. We're going to do the Don by Verdant. All aboard the hype train. So yeah, we'll see you over there, peeps. Bye bye.